Hello and welcome to this video, my favorite genius mining technique. This is a technique that I created to really help me get super clear on some of the successes I've had in my life and what my personal genius might be based off of some of the history that I've already had. So this is a technique you can apply immediately after watching this very short video, and you can start to gather evidence of your genius right now. So let's get started. So where's a source of information that already exists to give you clues of your genius? Those places where you can look that already have really rich and immediate information impact that you can take and start to see the patterns of your own genius. Well, I'm going to share with you two of my favorite sources, and I came to this after some time of trying to figure out, like, what am I really good at? What could, what does my history tell me? And these two sources are your bosses and colleagues and social media. So stick with me here as I talk to you a little bit about how this shows up. So let's start with bosses and colleagues. We've all had jobs before, we've all worked before, and at different roles and different organizations, or if you've had clients, you can also apply this filter. And we're going to start with social media because social media is something that pretty much most everybody participates in, whether you're part of a Slack group or you're part of a Facebook group or you have your own Pinterest boards or you have your own YouTube channel or you play with Twitter a lot. So it doesn't really matter, but we're going to start to mine the evidence from our social media. So let me give you some examples. So here's two examples. One is from a private forum that I belong to that I just started to participate, share my ideas, give information, and created a very valuable conversation. So on the left, you can see that this person wrote, Chris, you helped me to get a lot of clarity and to expand my thinking about what I offer people, how I can package it, and about honoring myself in the process. So this was really insightful for me to go, I really create value in helping people get clear on things, help them expand their thinking through some of the ideas that I have, and then helping them put it together in a way that not only helps them, but also makes a lot of structural sense. On the right-hand side, there was a chain in a Facebook group that I belonged to, and these two people were just talking a little bit about how I can always sort things out. That was really great feedback. And the next person went down and said, yeah, he's got a great eye for sorting things out. So there's this whole piece about sorting things out and putting it in a process that's starting to emerge just from looking at these two data points, right? All right, so let's go and talk a little bit now about those feedback that you might get from your boss or your colleagues. So here are three pieces of evidence that I've gathered, and one of them on the left was a comment card from a previous senior director I had who was thanking me for a really outstanding job of providing one of the best exercises that we had ever done at a quarterly meeting for approximately 400 or 500 people. And so, I created the exercises, we implemented them, I co-facilitated with the senior director. It was a very powerful experience. And this acknowledgement is another piece of evidence that Chris is doing some really great stuff, putting together ideas into a process, right? So you're starting to see this build up just in four little pieces of evidence here. And then finally, the other two, we have somebody commenting on how I'm a great instructional designer, a masterful facilitator, a great listener, talented consultant, and so forth. And then finally, somebody else is thanking me for like team engagement with personality profiles, having an eye-opening experience, and being open-minded, tolerant, and an effort to work together in a better way. So all of these pieces of evidence you can put together and start to find some of the theme patterns. One of the key things here is all of these little pieces will build to something. And so good listener, team builder, facilitator, ideas, patterns, and process, those are big hints to, if I just really focused in on those areas, I'm going to be of great value and of great service because I do that naturally. And that's really what this exercise is designed to do. So your action is to start taking inventory of your success feedback and begin to mine those themes. And as you do that, if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to hear how this is going for you. You can send me an email to chris@chrismontoya.net, and if you have any questions or any struggles with it, just reply to me there and I'll be happy to share what I know. All right, I hope this is really helpful for you, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you.